We are crossing live to Absrod Oval, where the Scodfather will speak to the press.
I heard that he is in a grumpy mood.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, and thank you for joining. Now, in today's episode, we have our Monday night press conference. We're going to have a Tuesday afternoon press conference tomorrow. Just come down. Okay, now, the game between Melbourne and Richmond, it was looking like it was going to be a disaster. Okay, well, for starters, Richmond lost, so that was already a disaster. But I was very proud of them. For the first time, they actually looked like they were playing football and not just kicking the ball, kick the ball anywhere. They had a plan. It was incredible. And let's go through with it now. Let's continue. There are some very interesting things that happened. Just come on down. Now, let's start from Melbourne first. Okay, now, some very interesting scores. Now, take a look at the hundreds here. 1, 2, 3, 4, only 500s, okay, for Melbourne. And only one of them, the highest is 115. That's unheard of at Melbourne. Okay, but have a look at Richmond. A 144, a 130, and a 121. And now the one that's got 144 is Toronto. He's become a Jet. All right, but take a look at Jaden Short, 130. We'll get back to him in a minute. This is big news, very big news. Okay, we'll talk about him in a minute. Let's get back to Melbourne now. Petrarca, 107. Okay, it's about just about his score. It's probably dropping in price, but it doesn't interest me at the moment. Let's go down. Gawn came in today. In the first quarter, he was going nuts. Okay, then he slowed down because Grundy, in the first half, he was on 15 points. In the first quarter, he was on, I think it was 3 points or 2 points. Let me show you the tweets. Just coming down. Now, at quarter time, I wasn't going to do this. I didn't want to smash my guitar again. I was running out of guitars, but I had no choice. It was killing me watching Grundy on 3 points and like 44% time on ground in the first quarter. He was on the bench. Okay, now he must have been watching all my plays this week. He was watching LDU. The way he was sitting on the bench, he got jealous. He wanted to be on the bench too. I said, just come down. Okay, now let's have a look at some of the comments. My boy here, Gordo, my friend, okay, he said, why would you guys stay on the Grundy wagon when the Gawn bus is back in the station? Just come down, Gordo, okay, because it actually worked out okay, just come down. I said I had bigger fish to fry this week. Break even on 67, it was probably the right choice. Anyway, and M. War, okay, he wanted Chandler to fire up, but it actually worked for him because Chandler fired up. Okay, now Lewis, let's see what he's done. Lewis, I can't even show it, it doesn't show. Where is it? Okay, media, view the media. He was smashing the guitars. He was very upset. Okay, let's continue. That was Lewis. Tyler saying must trade now. Max is back. I agree, Tyler. He's gone now. He's gone skis. Jay Ball was upset because of Rivers. Well, actually, Rivers got subbed out, so he had a bad game. Matt Allen dreaming and wishing he was playing tomorrow. I agree, Matt. The first quarter was disaster. Okay, we just got lucky. Okay, and Harneet, he's asking what kind of materials is it made out of? It seems very durable. It's very funny, Harneet. Okay, just come down, Harneet. Okay, Cody Kego, he's smashing my guitar as well. He was very upset. Everyone was upset, except for the non-owners. They were very happy. Okay, Grundy going poo-poos. Okay, Aussie Alpha, I'm going to break my wife's violin. Just coming down. Aussie Alpha, just don't do that. Just coming down, Aussie Alpha. The wife's not going to be happy. Happy wife, happy life. Just coming down. Okay. Harvey Sutherland, he says, I'm so done with this round. Worst part is there's still one more game to go. Just coming down, Harvey, okay? Things worked out okay for us. Okay, let's continue. Nick, he's smashing a guitar as well. Luckily, it's not my guitar's running out. Okay, Eugene, he says, how much do we trust Hardwick to leave short at halfback all season? Well, that's a good question. We'll get back to Eugene on that in a minute, okay? Chandler says, rookies scoring so bad. Well, at the time they were. Actually, that was Massey, sorry. Massey's looking at Chandler. But Chandler went nuts, and so did Roy afterwards. Now, Supercoach is live. He says, Oliver, do something. Just coming down. Supercoach is live. He's done something for us. And Jack Edmondson had only 13 or 30 minutes on the ground. That's correct. It was terrible. Show more replies. Let's see if we've got any more replies. Okay. Angus Curl, and I thought Marshall and Witts were bad. He's right, they were bad, okay, but he was going so bad, it just came out of nowhere, okay. The Bolognese detective, Basil Hammett, okay, what did he have to say? He says he couldn't just last one more game, okay, well, luckily he did for us, we got lucky. Hello, Frank. Oh, I'm not going to mention this part, okay, from National Tiles, okay, what did he say? He's on the chopping block and his fruit, he was correct. Well, the Bolognese detective then had another comment. Let's see what he said. He said Return of the Jedi. He was correct. He came back. Anyway, let's continue now. Oliver scored 95. That's huge for us. Okay. The worst part is Oliver kicked the goal after the siren at 3/4 time or half time. Could have been half time. I can't remember now. I was so upset when I saw it. Actually, it was when was it? It was a 3/4 time. I'm sure it was 3/4. No, it was half time. Anyway, he got 20 points for that. I was so upset. Anyone could have kicked it, I don't care. But not Oliver. Just go to anyone. And I don't want anyone to kick it anyway, because it's against Richmond. But it had to be Oliver. He could have had 75. He only laid today 2 tackles. He looked injured. Looked like he injured a shoulder. So he wasn't going in as hard. But it's nothing serious. So he obviously played. Had 83% time on ground, which is not much for his standards either. Obviously, the illness as well. He had the flu. Anyway, let's have a look at his price now. It's going to drop. Well, there's something wrong here because they gave Oliver 98 points now and they gave Grundy 81 points. They've changed. They've done some altercations. I'm not happy with this. It's coming down. Anyway, now Oliver's got 98. Anyway, it's not much. Now, break even of 168. He got 98. So that's 70 points difference. That's a 30k drop. Oliver's now 670k. Okay, 670k. Just come on down, everybody. Now, with a 670k score, what happens? Let's have a look, actually. Let's have a look at something else. I'm going to show you something. Just come down. We now go into the tooserious.net website, okay? Now, we typed in Oliver. We got it up here now. Let's add some scores here now. What's going on here? Okay, Supercoach, yes. All right, what round is this? Round 6 against Richmond. Okay, let's give him now 98. Let's follow that up by, let's leave the rest on 128. What happens to his score? It drops down to 660 this week, 645 the following week, and then 640 the week after. Okay, so the following week, if he scores a 128 or a 130, drops down to 645k. He's coming down, everybody. Just coming down. We're getting him cheaper. Okay, in a season where cash matters, this is huge for us. Massive. It's massive. Just coming down. All right, let's continue. Now, Grundy made 10k, so we're going to switch him now this next week to English, okay? Here's a Gonski now. Now, Chandler had a big game, 84. Incredible. He was going so bad. Him and Ruyan was going bad as well. Things just changed. Actually, let's refresh this. Maybe they changed the scores. Okay, now, okay. Everything's changed. Chandler got 85. Grundy got 81. Ruyan got 80. Now, 80 points for Ruyan was massive because they came out of nowhere. He was getting, he just went nuts in the last quarter. Actually, if it wasn't for him, Melbourne might not have even won. He went crazy. All right, the score doesn't show that, but it's what happened. Now, let's keep going down. Was there anything else? Well, there was. Cozzy Pickett scored 16 points. Oh, my God. Let's have a look at his price now. His price can get smashed. Okay, let's have a look. If we add a 16 in here, what happens to his price? Let's have a look. 16. What happens to him? Okay, well, he's going to drop down to 368. He was 365 at starting price. He's back to his starting price. But that's not all. He's going to drop even further down. And the worst part is, I don't even know if I want him. Okay, but I feel sorry for the owners. Back to where he started from. And dropping, and these scores, if he scores 100 every week, not if he scores like a bad score, it's if he scores 100, he's down to 350 next week. He could be a lot less. This is going to be very interesting. Anyway, let's continue. We move over to Richmond and Taranto, 33 touches, 10 tackles, 144 points. I mean, Where was this last year when I had him? He wasn't doing nothing like this for me last year. I would have won Supercoach last year if he was doing this. Because I had him in my team on the bench. Anyway, he's gone nuts. Jaden Short, 130 Supercoach points. He played off half-back. He had his roll back. This is the role where he averaged over 100. This could be huge. He could be he could be the best defender we got if he gets DPP, which he will if he continues the same role. The question is, will he continue that role? I think he will. But I can't get him next week. He's actually still cheap. Let's have a look at his price. Now, Short, it was priced at 543. This because he's got a 79 in his system. Now for the 130, he actually drops in price down to 536. Okay, so you actually get him cheaper, but it doesn't matter. You can wait 1 week. You can see if he does it again, because the following week, if he scores a 120, he goes up by 20k to 556. It's actually worth waiting just to see how he goes. But this is a good price, 556 for a defender. That's probably you can slot into D1. Not now, but maybe later on. Okay, in round 12, you can do this. Just come down, everybody. Okay, let's continue. Now we go to Hopper. Scored 94. Hopper's going to become my Oliver later on. That's if I want to get rid of him. Maybe I'll keep him. He's so good. He didn't actually score. He was going much better. He was on 60 at half time. And he scored 34 points. Copped a knock to the head. But I'm happy with Hopper. Okay, 94. He actually scored the same as Oliver. Well, Oliver scored 98. It's the same score this week. He kept up with the best. Just come on down, everybody. Now, Rioli, 84. Now, Rioli scored well, but Short stole the show. Short actually killed Baker's scoring. Baker's 60. That's the problem with Baker. His role changes. He went to the forward line, a bit in defence, a bit in the midfield. He was everywhere. He was all over the place, doing a job for the Tigers. But the problem is, he's Mr. Fix-It, okay? He's not Mr. One Position Man. So that's the dangers of Baker. He's a champion. We love him. But for Supercoach, he's just so risky. He just keeps changing positions. Samson Ryan, 82. He was marking the ball. I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I had to rub my eyes to make sure it was him, okay? Because last week, he couldn't catch a ball. Today, he was plucking him out of nowhere. And against good competition, he was against the best. Well, sort of. Anyway, he was against good competition. He was taking marks. Hit-outs, 11 hit-outs, not many hit-outs. But again, there wasn't many hit-outs this game. 31 hit-outs. And how many hit-outs here? 18, 23. There's not many. 50 hit-outs for the whole game. Okay, the game that we watched the other day where Freo played, there was something like 80 hit-outs. So this wasn't a game where there was a lot of hit-outs. Hence, the score for the Ruckman was low. Gordon only 98. And Grundy 81. There wasn't many throw-ins or ball-ups or hit-outs. It was actually 26 goals. But there wasn't many boundary throw-ins. It was a clean game. Okay. Now, was there anyone else here of interest? Well, there was. There was Young. Scored 27. His cash making is just about to dry up now. Okay, it was good while it lasted, but it looks like he might even not play next week because Richmond gets some players back, so he might be one of the chopping blocks. But it doesn't matter. He did his job. That's all. We got him in for 3 games or 4 games. He did it for us, so we're very happy. And was there anyone else here of interest? Have a look. I don't think so. That's pretty much, that sums it all up. I mean, Hopper, Taranto, and now Short. We might have 3 players that are Supercoach relevant again. Okay, for Richmond, that's huge. Richmond's never had 3 players in a Supercoach relevancy. Okay, it might happen this week or this year. Anyway, just come down. All right, let's continue. Now, a lot of the projected scores are picked up from everybody, which is good to see. In our tournaments, the magic number, it was 2050. It looks like a lot of players are going to pass it now. We're going to have a few failures, so we might have come back. Taranto might have saved everybody. Okay, just come down. Now, my matchup against Supercoach Mama, she's beaten me by 7 points. I can't believe this. It's 22.96 to 23.03. Last year, she beat me by 7 points as well. I'm not going to take this very well. Just come down, everybody. Now, the Mama's got me, okay? But we only got 2 players left to play now, which is good. Okay, I don't have to stress too much. Let's have a look at my team. With my team, we've got 2 players left to play. I've got Dacos, and I've got, where is he? And Setterfield. That's it, only 2 players. The pain's almost over. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost at the finish line now, and don't have to stress about this week anymore. And Grundy's going to leave. We're already ringing up English, his manager. He's coming. Just come down. Anyway, that's it for today. And thank you for joining. And remember one thing. It's nice to be important, but it's important to be nice. Ciao for now.
That's all, folks.